Welcome back. What a night at Villa Park. Aston Villa have ended Bayern Munich's 7-year unbeaten record in Champions League group games, beating them by a 1-0. For Villa against Bayern Munich, it's played 2-1-2. The 1982 European Cup final, and now at Villa Park tonight. Paul Merson watched his old side do it here in the studio. Two heroes tonight, John Duran and Emi Martinez.
I'd say all of them. I thought the back four were amazing. I thought the back four, the goalie, were absolutely amazing. And then, as Joby just said, when you play Bayern Munich, you've got to take your half of chances, and then your goalkeeper's got to be on fire. And he made some three very good saves tonight. Amazing result. Yeah, I thought they all played well. I thought every one of them, to a man, done well. Watkins started off well, was a problem, and then all of a sudden, Duran comes on off the bench again, and he scores again. It's just a feel-good factor at Villa at the moment. Amazing.
That's the fifth time he's come off the bench this season and scored, John Duran. I mean, that's something, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd be shocked if he wasn't on the bench again on Sunday. And I only say that because if you're a manager of a football club and it ain't going well, and you turn around, you've got Duran on the bench, he makes things happen. A lot of people can't do that. And plus, Watkins is a mover. He does make movement. He does tire people out. I'm not saying he's tired people out today because the goal is just off the charts. It's just a phenomenal finish. But I don't know if Duran starts and doesn't do well, I don't know if Watkins can come on and do what Duran does. And I think that's why Duran keeps on being sub. Yeah. And it probably works against him at the moment, but at the same time, it works for him because it is a lot different starting a football match to coming on as a sub, but amazing. Honestly, the goal is just unreal. And this lad, Martinez, I mean, you have to be special. I know he's a bit at fault on Sunday, but yeah, special goalkeeper.
Yeah. He's actually just been speaking. He's first of all said that Villa Park was the loudest he's ever heard it in his time at the club. He also said they were watching videos of Manuel Neuer coming off his line.
Wow.
And John Duran has seized on that.
Yeah, you can watch, and he was off his line all the time. It's all right, that. You still got it's not a ball that goes over the top and you just bounces and you lob it over the goalie. This is coming down the channel and he's just glanced once and then he's woof. And he's whipped it over him. It's a phenomenal finish. You know, there's easy ones where it goes over the top, keeper's in no man's land, you just chip it over him or volley it over him. This was an unbelievable finish. Wherever the goalie wasn't really in no man's land. He was on the edge of his box. He sort of went back, but that's how he played because they play a high line, you know. And to be fair, yeah, just 6 points, you know, 4 more points and they're going to be in the playoffs. They'll be looking to get in the top 8 now. There's no doubt about that. They'll want to get in the top 8. You know, no disrespect to Celtic. They got Celtic on the last game. But it's all about timings. You know, by then, Villa might have lost 6 on the trot in the league. Celtic have just won their last 15 games in the Scottish Premier, and it's a different game. So, as we talk today, the Celtic game looks a simple game. Come what January, that might not be the case.
Let me bring Steve in. It's your club as well, Steve. Yeah. Unai Emery, it's coming up to his 2-year anniversary. He becomes only the second manager to beat Bayern Munich with 3 different clubs after Mourinho, who had done it. He took over a team that was 16th in the Premier League. They've just beaten Bayern Munich.
They've just beaten a powerhouse of European football. That's what they've done, Jules. And since he's come in, week in, week out, month in, month out, the last 2 seasons they've improved. Villa Park now, and Aston Villa as a football club, is going in one direction. They've got good owners, they buy well, they've got a great manager, they've got a structure, they've got a philosophy, the way that they play. And just seeing the clips there of the fans, that's what it all comes down to. First night there, Champions League football. When Villa Park gets rocking, there's no better place. And to see that there for them fans was absolutely superb. And long may it continue for them.
Yeah. Remember that Bayern scored 9 a couple of weeks ago in the first game of the Champions League. Tonight, Aston Villa have become the first team since Dortmund in March to stop them scoring in a game. Who goes to Villa Park at the weekend? Manchester United. If they're worried about it before kick-off, going into that now.
You know what? If you're a Man United player, you're not really. If you know, it's like after the Lord Mayor show now. Okay. It's like after the Lord Mayor show. The pressure's on Villa to turn up. Man United, well, they just beat Bayern Munich. What Villa have got to do now is keep on getting focused on the Premier League. That's their bread and butter. Getting 4th in the Premier League gets them back in the Champions League again. I don't see him winning the Champions League. Obviously, I'm not going to put a damper on it. I don't see him doing that. but they can't take their eye off the Premier League like I think they did on Sunday. I thought there was a bit of Sunday's result was thinking about Bayern Munich at home this week on Wednesday. And I can understand that. Bayern Munich don't come to Villa Park every week or every season, and I can understand that. But for me, they've got to get back to work. But if you're a Man United player or a fan, it's not the worst result in the world for Man United for Sunday's game.
What a sensational night for Aston Villa. Next up
major.
for them is Bologna
Yeah.
at Villa Park on October the 22nd. Bologna, who've gone to Anfield tonight and lost by 2-0. Clinton, there was still an element of doubt about it until Mo Salah got that second goal.
Yeah, Bologna caused them problems from the 20-minute mark in the first half. Bologna were probably the better team, causing problems, and you could hear the fans, little murmurings in the fans with disappointment of Liverpool giving the ball away. But I always thought they were going to win this game, Liverpool, because going forward they've got the firepower. You can bring on the likes of Jota, Gakpo, but Salah scores a fantastic second goal. But it is all about Trent Alexander-Arnold's run. He makes a great run. Trent does at fullback. Started the season ever so well. Attracts two players, and Salah just bends it into that far corner. Yeah, confident result from Liverpool. Not really much to worry about. As I said, Bologna had a few chances where Alisson made a few good saves, but I still think it was a comfortable result for Liverpool.
I think that sums it up nicely. Thank you, Clinton.
Thank you.
Well
First
done.
time you've been nice.
Yeah, it doesn't suit me. I'll